Hello everyone, now I'm just making this video in response to this chap on the screen now. Can't actually remember the name off the top of my fucking head, but we'll go with it anyway, yeah, because he made an interesting video where he's talking about one view being enough. And it's an interesting proposition, because as someone that's been a small creator myself for about 17 years, would I agree with that statement? Well, you sort of have to say yes and no, really, don't you? It's a difficult one, it's sort of yes with an asterisk, because yes, you get the point of his video, right? He's saying that basically, it doesn't matter if you make videos and they don't get any views, because you never know, you might be, there might be one person somewhere out there, maybe in some village in Australia, like half the fucking world away, that you'll never meet, but you might not even see a comment from them. Or, they might not even like your videos half the time, but, they will watch everything you make and, they'll love it, but you will never know they even exist. So you think, obviously, from that perspective, it is worth it, having that impact on someone's life. I actually had it myself, where I had an experience like that. There was a guy that just came into my Twitter DMs one day and he was like, oh, I've grown up with your videos, you're saying all this stuff, and it was like, bloody hell, I didn't think anyone was watching, to be honest. You see your videos get about 15 views if you're lucky, and you think, oh Christ, so obviously, you understand what he's saying in terms of that, so yeah, obviously one view is enough in that perspective, but let's be honest, right, why are we all doing it? Obviously, the main reason is to make, content that's as good as it can be, right? But the other reason is obviously because we want people watching these videos, don't we? Not that that's what it's about necessarily, but it is at least part of the equation, isn't it? So that being said, I was a bit disappointed with this chap, saying that, when he was talking about this guy whose video he watched, oh, it had 9 views in his video and only 2 likes, so but because of me, you know what? Now it's got 10 views and 3 likes, actually, so do me a bit in the world, And you just think, okay, well, fair play, but at the same time, couldn't you promote that guy, either mention him by username in your video, or put his video in the description to your video? Because this video, at time of recording, it's got about 83,000 views, So I just think, well, you could do some good with that. You could, well, even if it only gets 1 extra view, it would have, 11 views and 4 likes. Well, let's have that impact then. If 1 view's enough, let's fucking get him to 2 views. You could be responsible for, imagine how great you'd feel if you were responsible for him having 2 people that always watch his videos rather than just 1. Doubled his viewership. So, and I just think let's help out small creators. As small creators ourselves, let's help out other small creators. I haven't got much clout myself, but let's try and share audiences. Let's say, you're making decent content, you're not getting any views. Here's a free promotion for you. To me, 2 subscribers that actually watch my videos, But, 2 more than you're getting from other people, innit? So, think on that. Because I make sketches myself, so, obviously there's a bit of me that's like, hang on a minute, is he on about one of my videos? I made hundreds of videos, I don't know which one to look for then, if you know what I mean? But, and if he's talking about someone else, it's like, as someone that makes comedic content myself, I want to fucking try this guy out, see what his videos are like, because it sounds like a sort of channel I'd probably enjoy then. Now, I mean, and the problem is, the only information this guy gave me to go off is it's a guy that makes sketches. He's one guy playing 2 characters, and some shit about his camera being shit or something like that. And you just think, alright, so that's not really going to help me when I'm trying to find this video, is it? And presumably, the YouTube algorithm isn't going to promote this video to me if it's only got 10 views, So I've got no chance of finding it, really. So yeah, that's not to sort of criticise this individual for his video or anything, or to spread hate to him. It's just to say, like, could you not have done a bit more for this small creator in your own video, really?